News Talk 610 AM and 102.1 FM. KVNU.
4:05 now on this hot Thursday afternoon as we begin KVNU's For the People show. I'm Will Spielreich with your local headlines. Well, it started this morning, the 44th annual Cache Valley Cruising, kicking off at the Cache County Fairgrounds, drawing nearly 1,000 classic cars and an estimated 35,000 spectators this Independence Day weekend. Now, the three-day automotive festival features vehicles from across the country. Cache Valley Cruising Association President Rick Moore said that the event continues to expand, keeping the history of classic cars alive. Now, activities today included a poker run and then tonight's concert. Now, tomorrow, participants will take a scenic 40-mile cruise through Logan Canyon to Bear Lake, and that'll be followed by an evening sock hop. Of course, this cruise-in will conclude on Saturday with an awards ceremony starting at 5 o'clock, and then the giveaway of that 1965 Shelby Cobra replica kit car at 6 o'clock, and then the traditional cruise down Main Street. That starts at 6:30, the parade continuing until 8. Well, in other news, cybersecurity experts are warning families to remain vigilant against phishing scams and identity theft months after a massive cyber attack hit the Canvas online learning platform. Now, Canvas's Salt Lake City-based parent company and structure had stated that the security vulnerabilities have been patched. However, TJ Sayers with the Center for Internet Security said that investigators believe that the late spring hack affected more than 8,000 schools and higher education institutions worldwide. Now, stolen data included names, email addresses, student IDs, and grades. Sayers warned that criminals can exploit this information to launch targeted phishing campaigns or commit child identity theft, which often goes undetected for years. Now, experts recommend that parents closely monitor financial accounts, watch for unusual mail addressed to their children, and consider freezing their children's credit. Now, families are also urged to teach children how to recognize suspicious emails. And finally, the Military Installation Development Authority, MIDA, has unanimously selected former state senator Dan Hemmert as its new executive director amid intense public backlash over a controversial data center project. Now, Hemmert replaces outgoing director Paul Morris, an official who served in the role since 2008. Now, the leadership change follows the chaotic May rollout of the Stratus data center project in Box Elder County. Now, the project has sparked fierce opposition from rural residents concerned about its scale and the proximity of it to the shrinking Great Salt Lake. Now, critics have accused MIDA's board of approving development incentives without due diligence. Now, the widespread public outrage has caused major political fallout during last week's Republican primary election. Incumbent Box Elder County Commissioners Boyd Bingham and Lee Perry, alongside MIDA's chairman and Utah Senate President Stuart Adams, all lost their re-election bids. Well, we're going to continue to see sunny skies through the rest of the afternoon as temperatures been around 87 for our high today. Now tonight will drop to around 52. We'll continue to see mostly clear skies for the next several days as temperatures Friday going to be around 88 to finish up the week, and then even warmer weather coming for the 4th of July as Saturday. Temperatures are going to be around 93 to start off the weekend, 96 on Sunday. And looking ahead to next week, it's going to remain hot with temperatures staying right around the mid-90s. And KVNU wants to congratulate this year's Best of Northern Utah winners. It's presented by Alpine Cleaning and Restoration. Now, some of this year's winners included Cafe Sabor, The Moving Experts, Utah Mattress Outlet, and Cache Valley Pediatric Dentistry. Now, you can check out all the winners by picking up a free copy of the Best of Northern Utah magazine. It's available at great businesses throughout the area. You can also check out the winners at the website bestofnorthernutah.com. And I'll have another check of local news coming up at the bottom of the hour as KVNU News Time. It's now 4:09, and coming up, it's Jason Williams with KVNU's For the People.
Weeds don't take the summer off, and now, neither does Logan Extermination. Their new specialty lawn spray isn't temperature sensitive, so it keeps fighting weeds even during the hottest days of summer. For just $55, they'll treat up to 1,000 square feet, targeting tough weeds like dandelions, thistle, and the king of all weed kings, morning glory. Call Logan Extermination today at 435-752-8450. That's 752-8450. Online at loganextermination.net, a division of Anderson Seed and Garden.
News Talk KVNU, 610 AM at 102.1 FM.
Northern Utah, this is attorney Jace Allen, and thank you for voting the Allies Law Firm Gold winner in 5 categories of the best of Northern Utah, including estate planning, family law, criminal defense, personal injury, and best law firm overall. Whether you need help protecting your family, navigating divorce, defending your rights, or pursuing justice after an injury, our team is here to help. From all of us at the Allies Law Firm, thank you for your support and your vote. The Allies Law Firm. We plan, we fight, you win.
KVNU's For the People with Jason Williams and Bill Walter.
And it is Utah known as the fraud capital of the world. Not because we have more people committing fraud, but because we have so many people falling for it.
Going beneath the headlines and connecting you to the newsmakers.
The radio is a great way to get the word out to a lot of people in an emergency. So we thank you for your help and being a partner with us.
For the People on News Talk KVNU, 610 AM, 102.1 FM, online at 610kvnu.com, and on the KVNU mobile app.
Welcome to KVNU's For the People. It is Thursday, July 2nd, our final show of the week due to the holiday, and we're kicking things off here on the last show of the week with the For the People Theater Hour. Charlie Schill joining us here in the studio. It is, normally on a holiday weekend, you can kind of say things sort of close down a bit and slow down a bit so everybody can get out to their barbecues and what have you. No, not in Cache Valley. We have shows on the 4th this year. It's just, it's an amazing season schedule-wise and
lots going on.
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about, Jason? I'm loaded for bear.
You've got everything, huh?
Well, we've had 5 openings since last week.
I was going to say, you've been one busy theater goer. I don't remember. Had you seen Come From Away when we talked last week, or did you go right after? Okay.
When did we see Come From Away? Friday afternoon, I think.
Opened Friday, and then I had a chance to see it last night, and
wasn't it wonderful?
Yeah, go. I mean, that's really the only thing to say. It's a great story and some great music in the way they tell the story, and a great cast. And then that theater, I don't know. So that's the first time I've been in the Lyric Theater in years.
Well,
and it was fun.
And they're making use of the full capabilities of the Mary Here's stage house.
Yeah,
because you had all the paraphernalia hanging from the flies.
Yeah,
and it's nice to see that facility fully capable again.
That was kind of impressive. The stage craft, what they were able to do just by moving and sliding some panels.
Yeah,
basically the stage is really simple, but they're able to get you fully engaged in this story with your imagination. And they're literally just kind of moving these panels around and turning them at different times to block certain views. And it was a really creative stage design, but great cast and really, really cool story. If you've never had a chance to see it, definitely do. And
it's the Come From Away has become the flavor of the month here in the Valley.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it. Cache Theater Company is going to do it in September, I believe. But, this is going to be the rule of thumb, the gold standard.
Yeah.
That all other productions are judged by, and it was quite impressive.
It was well done.
Yeah.
It was, and you and I were talking how funny this is, because you have at least 4 people on that stage last night that are doing other things and a pretty pressing schedule for those other things as well. And I mentioned to you, Charlie, I ran into Stefan Espinoza last night on one of his rare nights off. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to see him there. And I said, "How did you get free tonight?" And he said, "I've got like 5 days in the entire summer."
Between now and July 11th.
Yeah,
when the last 5 years closes.
Yeah, he's got last 5 years ongoing. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is reopened. Ongoing. And Gutenberg coming up.
Gutenberg will open next week. Oh, no, it's this week.
Oh, that's right, because that's
Friday of this week.
Yeah, that's one of the July 4th shows.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're looking for something to get out and do on the 4th in the heat of the afternoon, there is a Gutenberg show in the afternoon.
And that is a 2-man show or 3-man show or maybe a 4-man show. Who knows?
Oh, that's right. There is the one guy that, Larry or whatever his name is.
Yeah. And it's performed in the Black Box Theater up at Utah State. So you need to get tickets because there's probably about 90 seats in that theater, and that's it.
Yeah. And it is a really intimate gathering.
You could say that.
Yeah. It's definitely plan ahead on that one. And I'm excited. So last night there was a little, I was eavesdropping a bit over a little discussion of the upcoming Outsider. And this is one that keeps falling off my radar because there's so much going on already.
The Lyric is producing 4 musicals this year.
Yeah.
And then they tacked on The Outsider.
Yeah, just for fun, I guess. We're not busy enough.
And that's because The Outsider is a farce. It's a political farce. And Richie kind of has a soft spot in his heart for those kind of productions because Vasco Call, his grandfather, used to love to do those kind of shows.
Yeah.
When he was directing The Lyric. So
it should be funny. It opens July 9th and runs until August 1st. But yeah, that's on top of Gutenberg the musical. Come From Away playing now. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with
Forever Plaid.
Yeah, Forever Plaid. And dates scattered on these. These are not... Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, for example, there are gaps between the shows. So you do have to do some planning if you want to, try and get into them all. But you should. This is a really talented crew. And
that's, and it's a particularly, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is mostly freshmen and sophomores who are associated with Vanessa Ballam's musical theater program.
Yeah. And very talented.
Come From
people.
Away is a mixture of equity actors, people like Paul Mitri and Herb Newsom.
Herb was so fun.
Yeah. And he and Paul do a lot of the heavy lifting in Come From Away because they can play all the ethnic parts of the people who had traumatic experiences during that layover.
Herb plays 4 people, if I remember.
Yeah.
I think so. And each one.
Each one. But the rest of the cast is students from Utah State University and local talent, people like Kyle Cotham. That is well worth seeing.
Yeah, definitely worth your time, and it's a collection. The Lyrics 2026 season is a collection of stuff that one of these is for everybody. It's a really eclectic mix. I guess you could almost say the same thing about Festival Opera this year.
You can take
as well.
one from column A and one from column B and see what you've got.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I would say if you've got a favorite or one that really appeals to you, see that one and then just pick one other one that is maybe a little outside your wheelhouse and have fun with it. And again, an excuse to go in and see the Lyric and all the work they've done there. Just that was really cool to see. So, and we have So next week, we're going to be hearing from Gavin about the touring season.
I call BS on that.
For the Eccles. You think they're going to delay?
Well, I walked into the theater last week to see Pirates, and there on the wall in the Bowen Center is all 15 shows that they're going to do.
Oh,
and then Gavin sends me a thing, and it says, "This is embargoed."
Embargoed.
Oh, bull embargoed. It's right there on the wall.
Unless you come in and see it on the wall.
So if you want to be in the know, drop into the Bowen Center and read it off the wall. But yes, he's going to come in next week and talk to us about all the goodies they've got coming up. And they've got some goodies coming up.
Well, that's why I asked, because I noticed at Cash Arts, so they've had these placeholders for months now, 15 shows, and I noticed yesterday they're gone. And so I assume...
The placeholders are gone?
On the website, the placeholders are gone. So I assume what that means is the placeholders are going to be replaced with...
The real thing
with an actual buy tickets link. So
Yeah,
so refresh that page over the next week is what I'm saying. If you want to buy tickets first and early, casharts.org, just check that at least once a day, because I'm guessing between now and next Thursday's show, you're going to see the actual shows pop up on the website. So.
Well, not if Gavin has anything to do with it.
That's right, embargoed.
Let's bring in Embargo Gavin in.
Oh, man. If I'd planned ahead, I should have gone down and got a little picture of that at the Bowen Center, and then you and I could have just talked about it today and ruined his fun.
No.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going along with him. I won't do anything about it. But.
I'm excited to have him in, because half the fun of this announcement every year for the Eccles touring season schedule is hearing what they had to do to make this happen. And, that's a week from today. We'll be getting to that. But right now at casharts.org, you can see the tickets to the remaining Utah Festival opera shows. You can also go to utahfestival.org for that as well. There is Pickleville on Tour ticket or show tickets available at casharts.org as well. That
show will be in August.
August, yeah. Bandito versus the Pirate Posse. Yes. It is. And Journey, the Journey tribute band, coming in October. Those tickets are on sale now. So
lovely.
All right. For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill underway here, and we'll get right back to it after this.
This summer, America turns 250. To honor this anniversary, Utah's United States Senator John Curtis will walk 250 miles through Utah, ending in Provo at the Stadium of Fire on the 4th of July. He'll walk through our communities with Utahns joining him along the way to reflect on America's founding values and how we can embody those values in personal and civic life. He'll also pay tribute to Utah's pioneers and their arrival in the Utah Territory. Even after being driven from their homes, they held fast to their faith in the principles of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. The values that guided them still matter today. Follow Senator Curtis on the journey and reflect with him on the values that have made America endure. You can find Senator John Curtis on social media at @SendJohnCurtis. Paid for by Results Matter Institute.
Turning my pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done to start this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Do you know a champion in our community? Nominate them for the KVNU Above and Beyond Salute. Every Friday morning at 8:30, we'll spotlight a firefighter, law enforcement officer, healthcare worker, or other deserving individual and give them a $40 gift card to Firehouse Subs. Submit your nominations for the Above and Beyond Salute by visiting kvnutalk.com. Help us recognize the champions in our communities. The Above and Beyond Salute, sponsored by Firehouse Subs on News Talk KVNU, the voice of Northern Utah.
Forgot that's the way the Kenny Rogers version of the song starts. I thought I'd grabbed the wrong song. Welcome back to the For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill. We've already covered a lot of ground. Just put it this way, a lot going on in July. A lot of tickets still available. Utah Festival Opera, the Kane Lyric Theater, and the Lyric Repertory Company season. As Charlie mentioned, Cash Theater Company about to complicate things in August. Pickleville throwing something in there as well in August. And it's going to continue to be a big, busy summer in the theaters.
Yeah, and, Festival Opera took a hiatus last year, and the summer citizen crowd came in really hungry to get their opera fix.
Oh, yeah.
And they got what they came for. The Festival Opera did 3 operas this year, and in my opinion, the pick of the litter is the shortest one. Gilbert and Sullivan wrote a one-act opera called Trial by Jury.
Oh, wow.
And the festival brought in a guest director who is kind of a expert in Gilbert and Sullivan works by the name of Josh Shaw. And Shaw has taken the original version of Trial by Jury, which was written in the 1870s, and and updated it 100 years to put it in Los Angeles or Hollywood in the 1980s.
I had no idea the original was that old.
Yeah,
I knew it was old.
It was Gilbert and Sullivan's it was their second collaboration.
Interesting.
So the thing about this one is it's the way Shaw has played with it is it's short, it's sharp, it's satiric, it's lots and lots and lots of fun. It's a a lampoon on the kind of trial of the century things that we always get, with the O.J. trial, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial.
Everyone's glued to the daily court
the
updates,
court TV
sketches.
updates. Yeah, garbage.
Yeah,
and this one's played full bore on that. The jury is an all-male jury, which doesn't work out well for the defendant, who happens to be a male. And they're all on the take and prejudiced in favor of the plaintiff, who is played by Rachel Policar.
Okay.
And this show runs in tandem with Scalia Ginsburg. And in Scalia Ginsburg, they have gone out of their way to make poor Rachel dowdy looking, so that she looks sort of like Justice Ginsburg. And after a 20-minute intermission, she comes back, and she's hotter than a $2 pistol in a Trial by Jury.
That's funny. Which, I mean, those are the two characters diametrically opposed as far as their image goes.
Absolutely. And
that's funny.
And, of course, there's a whole bank of female journalists who are covering the trial, and they're swooning and just having a wonderful time. And it's great fun. And there's no message, there's no moral, there's no nothing, but it's quick and dirty.
It is. And there are these points I remember where you laugh, and then you're also kind of mad a little bit after you laugh because you think, that's too close to home. Like that's very funny, but
it's all close to home. It's the trick.
It really will. Like you said, there's no message, but it will make you think about our media and how we consume it, and what gets popular and why.
And you know, the interesting thing is it plays so well in modern times. Gilbert, who was in fact an English barrister, and it's based on some of his experiences in trials.
Yeah.
And then we've pushed it up into the 1980s, and the court by circus is right there, and it is hilarious. It's well worth seeing.
Yeah, it's honestly I think one of my favorite farcical satires. And I'm excited to see their version of it. It's interesting. You use the word fun, and that I realize that's kind of what I've been trying to say for a few weeks now about their season this year.
It's a lot of fun, yes.
Yeah. Not that they aren't good always, and not that you don't have fun and enjoy yourself always going to their shows, but this year has a little bit more of that just, right in your face fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a nice addition, I think.
This show, Trial by Jury, there's Scalia Ginsburg also has an element of fun in it. There's a message there, and I'm not sure that opera is the right vehicle for it, but there's a lot of fun in that show.
Yeah,
and of course in Pirates. It's wall to wall.
Sure, it's also I think one of the reasons Pirates of Penzance gets such a cult following. Why people, if they see it's available, why they feel like they have to go see it. That is very cool. UtahFestival.org for tickets. There are still plenty of shows left to get out to, but they do have, a limited run. This won't run throughout the summer. So if you don't have tickets yet, you're going to want to get on that.
Yeah, the main stage productions go away they go away on July 4th, frankly.
Yeah.
The last Scalia, Ginsburg, and Trial by Jury continues on July 6th. And then it's the last 5 years on July 9th and 11th.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote, boys and girls.
Yeah. So grab your tickets, to say the least. If you miss those, they do have the upcoming Amelie musical, the teen edition.
Yeah.
That they'll be doing starting end of July. That's sort of the best of Utah's high school drama classes and clubs, the award winners and more. But yeah, the season is wrapping up for Utah Festival, so grab your tickets now and stick around. More of KVNU's For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill right after this look at the news with KVNU's Will Feel Right.
Well, thank you, Jason. University ground crews from Utah State University's Landscape Operations and Maintenance Department have once again cut the grass on the campus quad to showcase a large display of the American flag. Now, the project represents a celebratory tribute on the Logan campus. Now, Logan Wilbur, who's the university's marketing and communications news director, said that the quad is not only a heavily used campus area, but a landmark for USU's main campus. Now, he noted that this year's flag on the quad is just a small part of the university's celebration of the country's 250th anniversary. Now, to preserve the appearance of the patriotic display as long as possible, the university is relying on a regular watering routine. Now, the university reportedly uses canal-fed irrigation water periodically throughout the day on the grass, keeping the landmark area healthy and green. Well, turning to other news, attorneys for Corey Richins have now filed a motion to vacate her convictions and grant a new trial, arguing that she was denied a fair legal process. Now, following the filing, Judge Richard Mrazek recused himself from the case last night. Now, the defense's motion, which was filed on Tuesday, alleges that Judge Mrazek repeatedly demonstrated favoritism toward prosecutors in front of the jury. Now, it also claims that the court improperly allowed evidence regarding unrelated financial dealings that unfairly prejudiced the jurors. Now, defense attorneys have argued that the cumulative effect of multiple trial errors warrants a new trial and have requested a different judge to hear the motion. Now, a new judge will now review the request. A Summit County jury convicted Richins back in March of aggravated murder, attempted aggravated murder, and insurance fraud and forgery in the 2022 death of her husband, Eric Richins. Now, Richins maintains her innocence and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And finally, as personal fireworks become legal in designated areas of the state, beginning tonight, fire officials and landscaping experts are warning suburban homeowners that fire risks extend far beyond rural hillsides. Now, while many municipalities have instituted strict bans on fireworks due to heightened wildfire danger, others are permitting fireworks within specific boundaries. Now, officials are emphasizing that localized property maintenance, such as clearing dry brush and debris, is crucial to preventing neighborhood disasters. Now, Skylar Henson, who is with Prime Landscaping, said that homeowners can establish long-term defensible space around their homes through fire-wise landscaping. Now, Henson noted that implementing targeted irrigation systems or shifting to zero-scaping can help create protective barriers by minimizing flammable fuels surrounding a residence. Well, we're going to continue to see hot temperatures with no real relief coming through the next 7 days as this high-pressure system continuing to keep any and all moisture out of the area. As we've been in the high 80s today, tonight we'll drop back into the low 50s. Tomorrow we'll be back into the high 80s. And then 90s coming for the 4th of July and Sunday, as temperatures are going to be right around the mid-90s by the end of the weekend and mid-90s for the first of next week as well. And weather here at the bottom of the hour is brought to you by Matt Robbins. If you're frustrated with your current insurance agency or confused about coverages and rates keep going up, give Matt Robbins a call with the Alera Group at 752-0101. And I'll have another check of local news coming up at 5:05 here on KVNU. And now back to more of KVNU's For the People show with Jason Williams coming up next.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Record-setting heat and record-setting travel coinciding with America's 250th celebrations. AAA says more than 72 Americans are driving or flying this holiday period, and today is the busiest for flights. ABC's Matt Rivers is at Newark Liberty International.
The FAA is saying that they'll be handling more than 52,000 flights today. That is thousands more than it handles on a typical day. And TSA is expected to screen more than 3 million passengers today.
In Washington, D.C., federal prosecutors announced the indictment of David Hearn in connection with alleged vandalism at the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool. The three-time U.S. Olympian accused of destroying parts of the pool's new lining. He denies doing anything violent or removing the lining. Russia launched a major attack on Ukraine's capital, dozens of missiles and drones targeting nearly every district of Kyiv and residential buildings, too. Ukrainian officials say 27 people were killed, at least 113 others injured. This is ABC News.
Hello, Cache Valley. It's Matt Robbins with Quality First Insurance, and we're changing our name to Alera Group. We're still your local hometown team, but now with even more options. By teaming up with one of the nation's top insurance firms, we can bring you more carriers, better value, while keeping the small town personal service you count on. Come see us in North Logan. Same face, same place. Or call 435-752-0101.
Bringing Wall Street to Main Street. From your local experts in downtown Logan, this is the Adams Wealth Advisors Market Report.
Hello, this is Braden Barlow with Adams Wealth Advisors. While stocks slid in the last two trading sessions, they still ended this week in the green as the tremendous rally at the beginning of the week overshadowed the declines. Chip makers' performance were the center of attention as they have become increasingly volatile because of intensifying actions on both bull and bear sides of the thesis. Nearly all gauges of semiconductor stocks swung widely on both directions this week. All major indices rose nearly 2% from last Friday. Most sectors ended the week in the green, with some sectors rising nearly 3%. Economic data also brought volatility in the market. While Tuesday's job openings showed a significant increase in jobs, Wednesday's private payroll and today's employment report showed significantly lower hiring than expected. The labor participation rate also took another deep dive, showing that some job seekers exited the labor market. As a result, the decline in unemployment rate was not seen as good news. Nevertheless, most stocks rallied as investors expect the Federal Reserve to be less aggressive in monetary tightening as previously expected. The bond market did post some losses. The 5-year U.S. Treasury yield rose 10 basis points this week to 4.23%, and the 10-year yield rose 11 basis points this week to 4.49%. With our greatest nation coming to celebrate its 250th birthday, the stock market will be closed tomorrow in observance of the federal holiday. Thank you.
That's your update from Adams Wealth Advisors, guiding your financial future one day at a time. For personalized help planning yours, reach out to us at 435-752-1702. See you soon, Cache Valley. Advisory services offered through Adams Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor. For important disclosures and more information, visit adamswealthadvisors.com.
As America celebrates 250 years of freedom, courage, and opportunity, we invite you to celebrate with your friends, your family, and your community. Join this radio station July 3rd and 4th at 10 p.m. for inspiring patriotic music and heartfelt messages as we provide the soundtrack to the fireworks from Logan's Willow Park and the celebrations in Hiram and Lewiston. It's a tribute to the country we love and the generations who've kept that American dream alive. Our thanks to these proud sponsors. Schreiber Foods. America is built by people who show up and make a difference. Join the employee owners at Schreiber Foods and build a career you're proud of. Go to schreiberfoods.com/careers. Daryl's Appliance, the place for new appliances. From everyday workhorses like Maytag and GE to high-end lines like Wolf and Sub-Zero. Daryl's Appliance, West on Airport Road. This July 3rd and 4th, 10 p.m. Gather under the stars, look toward the sky, and celebrate 250 years of America. A story we're still writing together. Happy birthday, America.
Welcome back to KVN News for the People. It's the For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill here in the studio. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot going on. As we just discussed, some of the Utah Festival opera shows wrapping up this weekend with July 4th shows, and then no more. 1776 and Pirates of Penzance after Saturday, they're done. But you still have the last 5 years, which opens today and runs until, I just had this up and now I've forgotten.
No.
The 11th?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, you have everything else we've talked about.
And you've still got an opportunity to see Scalia, Ginsburg, and Trial by Jury on the 6th.
Okay.
Monday. And while we're on the subject of things that are no more, this parrot is no more. Sorry.
It's an ex-parrot. Still one of my absolute favorite comedy routines.
this is your last chance to see, to attend a cabaret at Café Sabor.
Yeah.
Tonight at 11.
Final of 3.
There could be tickets still available for that. I'm not sure. But
and you can check it. What time does the Dansant box office open? I forget.
Oh, it's probably closed now.
Yeah, I think they might only be open until 5. But yeah, you can call them quick if you're looking for tickets for that.
Okay. While we're talking about shows closing, you really need to get a chance to see Scalia Ginsburg at the Utah Theater on Monday the 6th. This is a modern opera written about, and it's a fable about the good old days when people could disagree amicably and go have a drink, and those days are over, boys and girls.
Yeah,
but
not a lot of that.
It's
in politics anymore.
It's almost a plea for, why don't we go back to the good old days?
Yeah,
showing that even jurists like Antonin Scalia and Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who were philosophically miles apart,
not many
could find common ground.
Yeah,
if they tried, and if they allowed themselves to.
And famous stories about them actually spending time at each other's homes and things like that you wouldn't really see on cable news today. Even if it happened, you wouldn't see it on cable news today. No one wants to hear that.
You want to? I've been listening to the reports about the Supreme Court's decision to uphold birthright citizenship.
Oh, earlier this week, yeah.
Holy cow. I mean, oh my God, Amy Coney Bryant changed sides.
Everyone hates her now.
She's a traitor. Burn her at the stake. Oh my God, give us a break, boys and girls.
Or she's an originalist like she said she was when she was confirmed. I mean, take your pick, depending on whether you want to be upset or just move on with your weekend.
Well, it's really hard to. If it says in the Constitution, it's if it's right there in the Constitution, you're kind of stuck with it.
Yeah,
and that's the point. At the beginning of Scalia Ginsburg, he's sitting there going, "Dissent, dissent, dissent, dissent,"
which is how his career began.
And his argument is that, the Constitution doesn't say anything about abortion, doesn't say anything about this, it doesn't say anything about that. How can we rule on that?
Yeah. Scalia was honestly one of the most fascinating to me. Just a quick aside. I want to say quirky, but that's not the way to put it. Nuanced. A very nuanced jurist. But what intrigues me about this show is the musical. Scalia and Ginsburg, the musical.
Well, it's not a musical. It's an opera.
The opera, not the musical. That's the part that you see that and you think, what?
and I have to admit that for the first few minutes, I was saying to myself, wait a minute.
Not sure this is going to work.
I'm not sure this is the right vehicle for this message. But eventually it starts to play. You start to fall into it, and it works.
It's a compelling story, and it's a well-timed story. And then pairing it, I think it was genius of them to pair it with the other shows they have.
With Trial by Jury.
Trial by Jury.
After Scalia and Ginsburg both go off into the great beyond holding hands, which seems a little weird. suddenly having the next show open, and it's modern and it's flashy and it's fast and it's funny.
Yeah,
it's the perfect counterpoint.
That's honestly a really fun and unexpected. That was the other part of this that was unique for me when they announced their season. I mean, I knew they were going to do at least one or two things that somehow fell into that America 250 birthday celebration category. But yeah, I was excited to see them kind of go out on a limb a little bit with this one. So that is, as Charlie's already mentioned, you are very limited on chances to get out and see that, utahfestival.org again. But you can get, I had this open and it refreshed on me, so let me get back in here. You can still get tickets to the Monday, July 6th show at 6:30 p.m., and that is at the Utah Theater, as Charlie's mentioned. But that is a smaller theater, and there are some sold-out sections, to be honest with you, already. So grab your tickets fast for that one, and stick around. We'll be back with more of the For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill right after this.
News Talk 610 AM, 102.1 FM, KVNU.
Got metal? Turn it into cash fast. At Valley Recycling, we pay cash on the spot for aluminum, copper, steel, any metal you've got. Old appliances, scrap from a job site, cans you've collected. If it's metal, we're buying. No hassle, no waiting. Just pull up, drop off, and get cash. So clean up the garage, yard, barn, or shed and bring us your scrap metal. We're Valley Recycling at 145 North 10th West in Logan and valleyrecycling.com.
We're here with Chuck, founder of Dollar Loan Center. Why is it so important for Logan Ogden customers to deal with a licensed, regulated, direct lender?
A lot of lenders may look legit, but they are not, especially online. Borrowers need to be careful to deal with lenders who are licensed and regulated by the state of Utah, who really lend their own money and aren't just lead generators.
And Dollar Loan Center is a direct lender?
Yes, we've been around 28 years, Utah licensed, and I actually lend out my own money. We are extremely transparent, fair, and always guarantee to beat the rate of our competition. And our customers' Bill of Rights is in writing at don'tbebroke.com, and we never charge to apply.
Dollar Loan Center lends up to $5,000 in minutes. Stop by in Logan, Ogden, or any of our 15 Utah locations to meet our real friendly staff. You can also apply over the phone or online at don'tbebroke.com.
Licensed by the Utah Department of Financial Institutions. Subject to approval. Limitations may apply. See website for details.
This is the Sean Hannity Show.
Dan Goldman, congressman, Jewish member of Congress, was told at a coffee shop in New York City that he wasn't welcome and he had to stay away, that his money was no good there, and smeared the guy as a... And Dan Goldman, look, he's a Democrat. He's a nice guy. According to the Washington Free Beacon, guess who the coffee shop owner that did this is supporting? Graham Plattner.
Weekday afternoons from 1 to 4 on News Talk KVNU.
Welcome back to KVNU's For the People Theater Hour. Just a little bit of an announcement here. When we started the hour and I loaded a bunch of ticket purchasing pages so we could tell people what was still available and that as we talked about stuff, there were a handful of seats on the main floor still for the final show of Scalia and Ginsburg and Trial by Jury, the Utah Festival Opera's production. I went back to Utah Festival or utahfestival.org, and if you want to be the person, there is one seat left in the entire Utah Theater for this, the final show Monday night. It is the last row of the balcony right in front of the digital room that sits up there, and you could be the final ticket sold for this entire run of Scalia, Ginsburg, and Trial by Jury. I'm blown away by that.
You know, that almost makes me think there's somebody actually out there listening.
Yeah. Honestly, when we started the show, there was a scattering of tickets, a group of two here, two there, on the main floor. And By the time I loaded this, just as we went to that last break, they were gone. Main floor sold out. One seat left in the balcony at the Utah Theater Monday night, 7:30 p.m. So grab it now if you want to see this. Or if you just want to say you bought the last ticket in a sold-out Utah Festival Opera show. Which, I mean, that's worth the $40, I think, to have that. We have... So things are kind of scattered heading into this weekend, out of this weekend, and into next weekend, right? We don't have...
Well, we've got Gutenberg, the musical, opening tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then The Outsider opens next Thursday.
Oh, okay. That's the one I'm missing.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew there.
You always forget that one.
I don't know why.
Bad.
I don't know why. And that's one I'm actually looking forward to seeing too.
Oh yeah.
But that's the one I'm missing. Next Thursday, The Outsiders.
We should talk, while we've still got a few minutes here, about the pièce de résistance of the Utah Festival season, 1776.
Yeah.
This is timed to go on with the America's 250th anniversary, and also, I guess, to remind us all that our founding fathers weren't alabaster gods; they were flesh and blood human beings, and they had all kinds of things going on in their lives, like contending with heat and flies and family issues and petty jealousies.
Oh, sure.
Personal conflicts, and oy vey, there was personal conflict.
That's mildly put.
And this show was intended, to build up towards the bicentennial, and when it originally opened in like 1969, and it's still got a punch. It really does. To see how they had to bend over backwards and twist themselves into pretzels to manage to get to some consensus on.
Can you imagine?
On deciding, okay, we're going to fight the greatest empire in the world.
And people forget this. They were not those who supported standing up to the British were not in the majority at first. They were well outnumbered.
Well, yeah.
And they had to convince everyone else it was worth the risk.
But then the British deployed an army and pissed everybody off. So,
yeah, the British said, let us help you out by overstepping. and then it was a lot easier at that point.
Michael Ballum plays John Adams, the lead character in the show, and he's marvelous in it. He's done it, I guess, twice previously, once in 96 and once in 2017, I believe.
I didn't know that.
He's great. He's just great. I guess it was 2008 and 1996. Anyway, the rest of the cast is amazing.
And this is a larger cast, right?
Oh yeah, practically all male. There's two females. One plays Mrs. Adams, and one plays Mrs. Jefferson. And Vanessa Ballum, who directed the show, kind of went out on a limb and added a third female character. Your guy, Levi Hopkins, plays this courier who comes in constantly during the show and delivers messages from George Washington.
Oh, really?
And at one point, he sings just this gorgeous song called Mama Look Sharp.
Really?
And it's about a soldier who was killed in action.
Okay.
And Vanessa has added a female character who comes in to portray the mother and turned the song into a duet.
That's very cool.
And it works beautifully. Just gorgeous.
That's creative.
Yes.
So something unique you'll only get to see in this iteration.
Show, yes. And it's really neat.
Very cool. Tickets are still available, but as we've been saying, you want to jump on that. They're selling out, and the shows are limited, and some of these run in smaller theaters as well downtown. So.
Yeah, so the last 1776 plays tonight and tomorrow night, and that's all, boys and girls.
That's